means, of grace prayer and loving activity. And the inner peace will be the sign that God is in him. But those who lack divine favor, because they neither desired it nor received it when it was offered to them, the way up is so difficult that they can never cover it, because their power is too small, and they do not demand power from God, although it is at their disposal. They use none of the means of favor, and their soul is weak and unable to lift itself up. And still God also lets the sun of favor shine for these by him giving his word to men and through this directing them to think of their soul. He gives them knowledge of the measure of favor, which is due to every man. He wants that they pay attention and do not go through earth life unwarned. And so also divine favor goes to man unconsciously and just wants to be grasped. And again, it is the free will of man to grasp the hand of God and to accept divine favor, which is offered to him so lovingly, and, when he once became partaker of this favor, to ask for it again and to receive power through it to redeem himself during his earth life walk. His will is therefore only necessary to be able to accomplish everything what is good for salvation for his soul. His will must seek God, his will must submit to him, and his will must consciously strive towards him and request the power from God for it. He then establishes the connection with his Father from eternity, he wants to God. And this will, is his redemption. And God always and everywhere comes towards him, he does not demand more from man than he can fulfill, he offers him all means of help, which make the ascent possible for him, and only demands of the being that it does not behave rejectingly, but gratefully receives the favors, which guarantee the ascent up. But God does not force the will of man, and therefore the favor of God can also not go to him without his will, because otherwise the soul would be pushed up, therefore would not demand up in full freedom of will, but would cover this way up compulsorily. Because divine favor is power out of God, which again demands back to God. Therefore, this power can only then be imparted to the being when it likewise demands to God out of free will. That is why free will is indispensable when the being wants to redeem itself out of its last embodiment on earth. Amen.